I want to start this video by telling you something that is going to make you uncomfortable, and I want you to sit with the discomfort instead of clicking away, because the next 15 minutes might be the most valuable conversation that you have with anyone this year. The version of you that built your business to where it is right now is the same version that is keeping you stuck. And every single week that you keep operating like that version, you are not just failing to move forward, you are actively making it harder to ever break through. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why that is happening, exactly where the ceiling comes from, and exactly what to do about it without being told to just work harder. Quick bit about me. I run Prestige Partners. We have worked with creators doing anywhere from 5k to up to over 250k a month. And I'm going to tell you something I have learned from looking at hundreds of creator pages up close. There is a specific point in every creator's growth where the thing that got her where she is becomes the thing that traps her there. It happens at roughly the same place for almost everyone, somewhere between 8 and 15k a month. And the reason it happens at that level is mathematical, not emotional. Now this video is for you if that is exactly where you're at right now. And to make all of this concrete, I want to tell you about a creator I had on a call recently who had been stuck at 11k for 9 months. I asked her 12 simple questions about her own business and she could not answer a single one. I will get to her in just a minute, because the reason she could not answer is the entire point of what I'm about to show you. So let me show you what is actually happening, right? When you started your page, you had maybe 50 fans. Maybe 100. You could remember every single one of them. The whole business basically fit inside your head, and when you have complete information, your gut is incredibly powerful. Your gut is just pattern recognition running on the data your brain has access to, okay? And when the data is complete, the patterns are clear, and your gut feels almost magical. You know what to post, you know what to charge, you know what to send, and you know who to message, and most of the time, you are right. That is what got you here. But here is what you're looking at on screen right now. Around the 10k mark, your business got too big to hold in your head. Your subscriber count is now in the thousands, and you have got fans at 5 different price points. You are posted on 3 platforms. You are making 300 decisions a week instead of 30. And the moment that happens, your gut stops being magical, because your gut is now operating on incomplete information. You can see on screen, the data is overflowing from one brain. The arrows are going outward because there is too much to track. Your decisions get slightly worse because you're making hundreds of different calls every week, compounding silently for months, right? And by the time the numbers reflect it, the damage is done structurally already. Now, 2 ways a creator runs a business at scale, okay? Now, I want to show you what this actually looks like side by side, because I think this is the bit that makes it click. On the left, you can see what running it in your head actually looks like. So you're hoping you remember things. You've got no data, just feelings. Decisions are made on vibes and whales drifting, and you just miss it, right? So retention is sliding silently, months pass by and nothing changes. Now, that is where most creators are right now. That is the left side. And on the right, you can see what running it on a dashboard looks like with structure. Now, you track your numbers, not from your memory. You have real metrics reviewed weekly, decisions made on evidence, and whales are caught before they leave. And retention is monitored and fixed early. So same effort, way more output. Same creators, same talent, and same content. The only difference is the operating method behind all of this. Now, let me tell you about that call I promised you. The creator was smart, articulate, doing all the right things on paper, stuck at 11k for 9 months. I asked her what her retention rate was. She did not know. I asked her average spend per fan. She did not know. I asked her what percentage of her revenue came from her top 20 fans. She did not know. I asked her what days her PPV converted the best. She didn't know. We went down about 12 numbers, basic operational numbers about her own business, and she could not answer a single one. She was on the left side of what you are looking at right now, every single day, making decisions about a business that she could not actually see clearly. So we pulled her data. Her retention had been declining for 5 months. She had no idea. Her PPV was converting at half the rate it should have been, and she had no idea. Her top 20 fans had collectively dropped their spending by 30% over 90 days. She had no idea. 9 months of grind on a business that was leaking from places she literally could not see. And I want you to be honest with yourself right now. While I was listing those numbers, how many of them could you have answered without checking? If the answer is none, or 1 or 2, you're on the left side of this board. Not because you're incapable, because nobody ever taught you that the right side actually exists. And look, here is what staying on the left side actually costs you. Now, these are what I call the silent leaks. Retention dropping and You cannot feel a 6% decline, but a spreadsheet can. Whales going quiet and you do not notice for weeks until they are gone. PPV converting at half its potential because nobody is tracking it. Decisions compounding badly because every wrong call you make on instinct gets repeated the next day and the next day and the next day. These 4 leaks are running in the background of almost every creator business between 8 and 15k a month. And the creator has no idea because she cannot see them. She just knows the number is not moving and she blames herself. Now, here is something I have never heard anyone in this industry actually say out loud. The skill that got you to 10k is a fundamentally different skill from the one that gets you to 30k. They are not the same skill at different levels. They are 2 different skills entirely. Now, the first one is about creating value with limited information. The second one is about managing complexity with proper information. Most creators do not know they are 2 different skills, so they keep trying to do the second job using the tools of the first job. And look, this is the shift from feel to evidence. What you are looking at right now is the single most important transition in any creator's business, and most creators never make it. Here is the hidden cost I want you to understand. You know how it feels when you make a big decision in your business and you are 70% sure, but there is a nagging feeling you might be wrong and you have to just commit anyway because you do not have time to figure it out. That feeling is the cost of running on incomplete information. Every single decision you make right now carries that feeling. Now multiply it across hundreds of decisions a week, across months, and what you get is creator burnout. The exhaustion you are feeling right now is not from working too hard. It is from making too many decisions without confidence. Decision fatigue is real, and it's probably eating up more of your energy than the actual work. But once you have data, that fatigue just disappears. You stop second guessing every choice, and you look at the numbers, you make the call, you move on. The mental load drops dramatically. The creators who break past 30, 50, 70k a month are not more talented than you. They made this shift. They moved from feel to evidence, from doing it all in their head to running their business on paper. And the moment they made that shift, everything they were already doing started producing 2 or 3 times the results. That is the actual unlock. Not more effort, a different operating method. Now, here's the bottom line, okay? Stop running your business in your head. Get it on a screen. Watch what happens. So here's what I want you to do this week. Pick 4 numbers about your own business that you cannot currently answer off the top of your head. Your retention rate, your average spend per fan, the percentage of your revenue coming from your top 20 fans, your PPV conversion rate. Go into your analytics, find each number and write it down. That is your starting baseline. From this point forward, check those 4 numbers every single Sunday. 15 minutes, that's it. Because the moment you can see them moving up or down, you can make decisions about them. Right now you cannot, because you cannot see them and you cannot fix what you cannot see. And ask yourself one question. If you're going to keep exactly the way you are going right now with the same instinct-based decision making, where will you be in 12 months? Be honest. Will you have broken through 30k a month? Will you feel less exhausted than you do right now? Or will you be sat in the same place, pushing harder on the same broken levers with another year of your life behind you that you cannot get back? Whatever your honest answer is, that is the answer to whether you need to change something. The next 12 months are coming whether you do anything about them or not. The only question is whether the version of you 12 months from now thanks you for the decision in which you make today or wishes you had made it sooner. Look, my life's not going to change whether you book a call with my team or not, but yours could. If you have sat through this whole video and something in you knows that what I'm describing is exactly where you are and you want to talk to someone who can simply look at your numbers, find the leaks and tell you what to do about them, the link to book a call is in the description. No pressure, no scripts, just a real conversation about what is actually going on with your business and also what we would do to change it. Now, the version of you in 12 months is watching. Do not let her down. Thank you for listening. I hope you drew some value from this. If you did, drop a comment, a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.